Well, good evening. Just a wrap up of the work session and the council meeting for the City of Grand Rapids for Monday, August 11th, 2014. Brad Peterson was in and gave an update from the Coalition of Greater Minnesota Cities. The interesting part that he focused on during that presentation this afternoon was local government aid and the money that comes back from the state to the communities out there in support of their operations. Grand Rapids receives about $1.3 million. The question that I had asked was how that formula is derived. What goes into qualifying cities of similar size for upwards of $6, $7, $8 million in local government aid, when Grand Rapids, a city that relatively the same size, gets 1.3. So Brad is going to be getting some of that back, but it was a very interesting discussion on how the 1.2 billion surplus was going to be distributed back out into the communities across the state of Minnesota. Under the open meeting part, Julie Kennedy once again gave an update on road construction. Crystal Lake opened on time August 2nd. We are in preparation for fair starting Wednesday of this week, so please get out and enjoy the fair. The roads are open, so there should not be the congestion that we saw during the car show, and you'll be able to see the work that's been done on that project on Crystal Lake and 12th and the roundabout at the fairgrounds. That we as the city are very proud of the work that went into that and the outcome of that project. The schools, as far as safe routes to schools, the sidewalks are going in for some of that. And then, of course, the active living center, the city's portion of parking lot rebuilds over at the YMCA is going to be proceeding over the month of August. Also, Frank Frederickson from Minnesota Power was in under the public forum, gave a little bit of an update on the hydros that's celebrating the renewal of the hydro systems across Minnesota. Minnesota Power is the largest hydro producer in the state of Minnesota. So when you look at renewable energies, whether it's wind or solar or hydro, that offset and complement your other fleet, whether it's gas or coal, the largest hydro system in the state of Minnesota is under the guidance and the preview from the standpoint of maintaining those facilities of Minnesota Power. Small council meeting this evening. Consent agenda. The major point there was we approved a time for a public hearing on the establishment of a TIF district for River Hills Apartments. That's on 21st Avenue and 7th. It's at the corner out by the airport. It's the new apartment complex that's going to be moved forward on how that would be funded from a TIF standpoint. Fire department gave a department head report. A.J. Morse came in, talked a little bit about the calls, they're down a little bit from last year. They're working at changes to the Relief Association, the bylaws. Councilmember Chandler is working with the leadership of the fire department to go through those bylaw changes. They're continuing to work on shared services, and particularly services and partnering opportunities, whether it's in training or the avoidance of purchasing some equipment with the city of Cohasset. So we have a ladder truck, Cohasset doesn't need one. They have an Angel that looks at ice rescues in water in the winter, so there's no need for Grand Rapids to have one. So we do some common training between both departments, all in the efforts of holding the costs down, yet providing the services that are required. During the Fill the Boot, for those that may have had the opportunity to go up Pekagama Avenue over the last few days, I believe it was probably Thursday, Friday, Saturday, for muscular dystrophy, the police or the fire department was out soliciting people to throw into a fireman's boot funds that would go towards support of muscular dystrophy. This year they exceeded their goal. They had a goal of $20,000. They did exceed that goal by roughly a couple of $100. Dale Anderson was in, talked a little bit on the park and rec side. We're going to be purchasing new equipment over in McGowan and Willow Parks, about $34,000 worth of equipment into those two parks, and we paid the bills. We look forward to getting back in our council meeting on the 25th of August. Hope everyone does get an opportunity to get out, enjoy the weather. And once again, the fair starts Wednesday through Sunday. If you are around, get out, take a look at the road improvements around the fairgrounds, but get out and enjoy the county fair. Thanks, everyone.